All right, D-Mac.
Yo.
Let's just bring everybody up to speed with what's going on here, all right?
And here I was ready to talk Pistons.
Yes, we were. Lucchini in the super chat. I hear Martin Scorsese's working on the script right now.
Oh!
Yes. Okay.
Who's playing Chauncey?
All right, here's the deal. Those of you probably all heard something about like what's going on today.
Yeah, what exactly is going on?
Here's my understanding of it. I listened to the press conference on the way in. There will be no tolerance of Italian criminal enterprise. We brought down the mafia. Like, okay. So here's the deal. The Chauncey Billups thing, for everybody, because I saw on here Phoenix in the chat. You broke my heart, Chauncey.
He's trolling.
Okay.
I promise you Phoenix is trolling.
Yeah.
Don't fall for it.
The Chauncey Billups thing is separate from the Jonte Porter thing. The Jonte Porter thing is not news.
No.
We knew about this for a long time. We knew about
too,
this.
right?
Yeah.
Yes, the Rozier stuff, all that stuff. Not news. We knew about that. He had people that were betting on his props, and it got out, obviously. That's why, like, look, D-Mac, we'll do the moralistic thing first, okay? That's why, like, the legalization of the sports betting is kind of good to some degree, because as I've told you before, but back when we started, all the point shavings that's gone on throughout time and now into the legalized sports betting day and age, you know who catches that? It's not the FBI.
It's always the
It's
sports
not the
books.
police. It's the people taking the bets. Like, that's why it's good that it's out there in the open, because it gets shut down very quickly. They're like, why is there usually $100,000 in total bet on this Kent State basketball game, and today there's $2.8 million? Well, that's really weird.
That's odd.
Yeah, that's odd.
My new rule book.
Yeah, like they figure it out. So the Chauncey Billups thing is about poker games, right? Like fixed with the mafia. I was
Frank Sinatra Jr.
Yeah, Tom Mazaway's family in Jersey.
Is it so this is strictly about a poker and not about him
The
being
Chauncey
the head
thing.
so that has nothing to do with anything leading into
At this point.
At this point.
From what I've gathered, okay? Because I'm like everyone else, like I'm looking at the social media stuff.
Yeah.
Stephen David, rigging poker games with the mob is crazy. Yes, but D-Mac. now I bring D-Mac into the fold. D-Mac, poker games, do these things go on with like
what
celebrities
what's
and stuff
today?
like that?
Right, be careful, D-Mac.
What area of town?
I'm
would
an
you
East
like?
Sider.
Yes. There's probably the only thing I'm going to say, if you could probably peruse the Utica area.
Okay.
For a game tonight.
Shout out Black
They're
Rock.
all over. They're all over. I played a ton of home games. Now
There you go.
Now, maybe back in the day, and here's the whole thing is what it comes down to, and obviously if as getting into as intricate as the setup was and the scam, as the allegations to the electronical tables and how they were bringing people in, they were using Chauncey to get people to come in and play, and then they were sort of fleecing them. Well, it just gets me to think they got the wrong guy. Right, they got somebody, and you mentioned this too, and I saw this. This seemed more of a personal
100%.
Vendetta from a prosecutor, right? We didn't see. There's a lot of things that we've seen come up with the, FBI, and you don't see it as personal.
Yeah.
Right. To me, anyways, that's how. This is just my opinion of how I'm seeing it. So, but poker games go on all the time, and usually the adage is like you should know
when you walk into that
when
room.
You're walking into, you gotta sort of expect somebody's angling something.
No doubt.
Right?
No doubt. And like, look.
I'm an earner.
All right.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Jess Bird in the chat. Bada Bing, Utica location.
Shout out. Oh, go check out the Bing.
Yeah, the back room of Bada Bing. Utica.
Yeah.
Utica and Hall Road. Come on. But yeah, no, D-Mac, like.
You've been there.
The back room.
I've heard
it goes.
I passed by it on the way home.
The dark back room.
Like, how does this come to fruition? Because there's a movie, Molly's Game. There's like you hear about you watch it on TV, you watch it on YouTube. There's games all over. So why wouldn't it continue? But I just wonder, like, why does it come to fruition like this, and why are, like somebody said, now we're arresting NBA coaches, they want you to look over here, but I got my back turned because what's on the other side? Like,
Yeah,
what's the
and
bigger
we won't,
picture?
And we won't know. And we'll never know that, obviously. But just for me, D-Mac, poker games and stuff like that have been going on since the beginning of time. They have. And, like, we saw this happen before, and nobody flipped it. Gilbert Arenas had the high-stake games going on. He was running them out of his house.
Yeah, that was about 6 months ago.
Yeah. You know, what
He was collecting money in the locker room with the straps.
Right.
right. But, you know, what made it illegal for him was they were taking a quote-unquote rake to run the games. The second you take money to have the game, it becomes an illegal poker. You know, you can play poker at home with your friends.
Of course.
But you can't be taking 10% of the pot, you know, for you. You know, like that's how that works. So, like, right now where
It's
we
not
sit,
for me. It's for the kids.
Yes.
Oh, gotta give back.
Yeah. BD3 in the super chat. Now busted association. But again, see, like,
Shout out.
But D-Mac, like, that's my thing. We didn't learn anything new today.
I'll tell you what, that motherfucker Pablo Torre would have been Michael Jordan's worst nightmare.
I'm
if
trying
he
to
was
tell
in
you,
the
he is a
90s.
menace. Get him off.
Thank you for bringing that up.
Get him off the street.
But thank you for bringing that up, by the way. Like, I hear all the time, like on Instagram, there's reels about, well, Jordan played a $50,000 golf game and then went and bet Jeremy Roenick $25,000 that he would score over 50 points today, and then he go get 54. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? Just keep it on the same for everybody then.
Right.
I saw on Twitter somebody said something along the lines of, well, can Chauncey go play minor league baseball now? You know, like,
Hey, hell,
There you go.
you know, but
He's got to
D-Mac,
coach
like,
a couple of WNBA games. Then they'll bring
from
him
what
back.
I've seen so far, though, it's not a sports betting thing with Chauncey. It's separate.
So then
Right.
that's a question of scruples. That's like what that he was involved in, illegal poker. Like, I don't know. It's not as bad as if you're
cares?
fixing games for your team.
Right.
Wait.
That's the big thing.
We got more?
The way that they came out on this compared to, and we've seen this since sports betting started. Look at the Ohtani stuff, right, with the MLB, and look at.
Someone asked, does Jonte Porter have an interpreter?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But you know what? It's
Does Chauncey have an
it's
interpreter?
sort of nothing new with
wouldn't have to
this.
do
I
the
would
bid.
now I would have expected Malik Beasley's name to be involved somehow if they're bringing everybody down for whatever reason.
Yeah,
I know he's sweating his ass off somewhere, bro. That guy
Yeah,
really
'cause he's
needs
somewhere
to see
hot.
his
Because
picking up people.
this is crazy. The government literally spun the block on the NBA, man. They bring in the Rozier stuff back up. Beasley is somebody that we got to
It's
pay
nothing
attention to
new.
right now. No, it's not. But you don't think it's
But they
kind of
cleared
weird
him.
now? Like the FBI got to have. You
No,
don't
but
go
isn't it-
arresting people
isn't
unless
it
you have a case.
because they're like this is like setting a precedence or doing whatever because didn't the FBI come out and say that the NBA lied to them?
Essentially.
Essentially,
That's what I've heard.
Right. So
not
this
reported.
is
Yeah.
sort of making a statement now.
The NBA cleared their own players first, and they told the government it's good, and apparently they wasn't buying that shit.
Oh,
So
So it was
yeah.
good by the league and not by the government.
yeah. Adam Silva, he's a personal friend of mine. I said, hey, Adam, these guys are fine. Let them back in your league.
They're a friend of ours.
Right.
Pete Smith in the super chat. One of the great things about being a Tottenham fan is never having to bet on your own team to win a title. Go Spurs, go.
Hey, all right.
Yeah, Pete, you
goddamn
know what
right.
you
Shout
signed
out
up for.
Tottenham,
That's
man.
like walking into a poker room.
Right.
I know what you're walking into.
I thought he meant the Spurs, because
No.
I'll tell you what, my plus 1,200 Victor Wembanyama to win MVP
Looking great
is
right
down
now.
to plus 500 after one game.
Man had 40 and 15 first game.
Dog.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, he was.
He's an alien.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit last
He
night
stays
that
healthy,
did.
Spenny.
It's
Yeah.
going to get
Yeah.
bad for the
Where
NBA,
he brought the
bro.
ball up the floor.
He blocked it, came up, step back 3 and 1. Like, what? He's 7'8".
He is
like,
about to be a problem.
He was training with Hakeem Olajuwon, Kevin Garnett, and Shaolin monks in the
I knew
offseason,
it
and
was
he
over,
grew
bro.
like 2 inches.
He cut his hair, man.
He grew?
Yeah, he's
Yes.
taller. He's like
Is he
noticeably
filling
taller.
out? Because I always worry about his knees.
He's been like the amount of like stretching and band work and stuff that he does before every game is he like taught himself how to walk differently so his knees would be fine. Like he's an alien. He's gonna like
He's meditating.
I don't
want
want to say he's gonna be the GOAT, but dude's probably gonna be the GOAT. If he plays for
The GOAT of GOATs?
If he plays for 20 years, he'll be the best player in the history of the NBA.
Woodward Sports, at that size with those feet, though, there's no way.
Yeah, there's no way.
it's no way possible.
I mean, Kareem did it. And it's a much less physical league. Like,
Woodward Sports chat thread, BD3, Chauncey about to coach in the Big Three. Double G 21. Can he serve his penalties next season? That's what I would do if I were Chauncey.
Right?
I'd serve mine in 2029.
Just move him over.
I mean, you can do that. Tristan, FBI is a criminal organization. They operate with impunity. I mean, I'm
Big
not.
fact.
I'm not. Like,
Nah, fuck
look,
that. Big fact.
It's a fine line to walk today. All right, because like I'm not getting into Epstein file stuff or any of that kind of stuff. All right, I'm not doing that. I'm not here for that. It's just I
It's
have
funny. No, I'm talking.
I have a friend of mine here that I do the show with that right away was able to tell you. There are games lined up all over the city still to this day.
To this day.
That have been around for 50 years. That the poker game, like the poker game stuff. Am I crazy that it
Hey,
doesn't
I'll tell you
bother
what,
me?
No, it doesn't bother me either.
Doesn't
If
bother me
that's
at
what
all.
it is. It's more of where you like, you shouldn't. I wouldn't advise doing that.
Correct.
Right? Like not doing like in a game for anybody that you feel comfortable in. Or
You and I think you and I are kind of in lockstep. Just we're not reporting this. It's just D-Mac's been around the block before.
With my time at Andiamo, I might have seen some things.
Yeah.
I might have
you
served some
definitely seen
drinks.
some
What are we
And
talking
you kept
about?
your mouth shut. is
Kept
what
my
you
mouth
did.
shut. They slipped me a couple onions under the table. I kept my mouth shut.
No, but
Shout out
it
to
just-
Tocos.
This reeks of the wrong person got.
Pretty much.
The wrong because as D-Mac said, and I was
Somebody
looking for a way to
snitched.
verbalize it.
Al Sharpton.
Right, it could have been Al, bro. It could have been Al.
It's so funny that Al Sharpton.
Don't do this to me 14 minutes.
He's an
in. If
informant,
it were like
man.
12:54, you could do it.
Neil,
Don't do
I
it to
never
me
trust.
now.
I never trusted that brother. I'm just gonna let fat Al or skinny Al. I never trusted him.
Obviously, talking about the news, the FBI came out. They just gave a press conference. Chauncey Billups allegedly involved with quote rigged poker games in a whole setup where they would get people to come in to play in these games and they would kind of bust them out allegedly. So not betting. There has been, from my understanding, there's been no sports betting implications on Chauncey Billups. I just want to put that out there. They brought up some old stuff with Terry Rozier that we already knew about. I don't think that the NBA is quote rocked to its core, or the NBA is going to quote.
You sure their luck has run out?
Yeah,
It's shaking the foundation of the league. Right.
yeah. It's nothing that we haven't known already.
You can bet on that.
And you can bet on it. BD3, who's worse, NFL reps or the grandpa from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. He's worse than any of these characters.
still, but
Grandpa Joe's a scumbag.
they're in the same place.
Absolute scumbag. Dev Sauce 2 with a Hall of Fame super chat. I think Birdman might have been the sleeper agent in the poker game.
Oh.
He was staring Chauncey down the whole time.
Yeah, no, you might be on to something.
Where was he? Was he also in Miami, Las Vegas, Manhattan, the Hamptons?
He could have been.
We don't know.
Yeah.
Check the Birdman's travel
I
manifesto.
think that the whole thing is okay. It's not a big deal when it comes to affecting the sport, right? Unless we find out things that maybe he was into them and his team being the coach, it affected betting, stuff to come out later down the road. But if it's just a poker game that he was, like I said before, that's just might change your opinion of morals or something like
Right.
that. But it doesn't really. It's really nothing compared to other things that I've seen come out that get no resolution.
Woodward Sports chat thread, Devin. So this was out about Billups before today. No, the Billups thing popped today. He got arrested this morning by the FBI. But it was put out there today. His involvement is with high stakes poker games.
But the Rozier and the
Rozier, the
Porter,
Jonte Porter stuff that the FBI referenced, we've been knowing that.
it's the same as like we know about Beasley when we're waiting to
the
hear
same as we
whatever.
know about the Iowa State football players, and all of that. Again,
What murder?
I keep hearing Mike G. Grandpa Joe had a card game in the fizzy lifting room. That's pretty good, Mike G. I like that one. But no, it's just Cody Ingle, because people keep talking about Malik Beasley, and he said an NBA investigation of free agent Malik Beasley, a previous target of a federal gambling league investigation, didn't find anything per Pablo Torre. Correct. We knew that as well.
Yeah.
However,
they arresting brothers right now, so it's up for him right now.
you know what I'm
Malik
saying?
Beasley, hide wherever you are. Just hide somewhere.
All right, we shout out Trev. He just sent me the video of the FBI talking about Chauncey. Let me get this up real quick.
I can't wait for this.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure this will be of the utmost journalistic integrity.
It actually. Here's what they said.
Okay.
The second indictment involves 31 defendants alleged to have participated in a nationwide scheme to rig illegal poker games. These defendants, which include former professional athletes, used high-tech cheating technology to steal millions of dollars from victims in underground poker games that were secretly fixed. The games in the New York area were backed by the Bonanno, Gambino, and Genovese crime families of La Cosa Nostra. But my message to the defendants who've been rounded up today is this. Your winning streak has ended. Your luck has run out. Violating the law is a losing proposition, and you can bet on that. Beginning as early as 2019, the defendants in this case orchestrated a scheme to use wireless cheating technology to run rigged poker games across the United States. The scheme targeted victims known as, quote, fish, who were often lured to participate in these rigged games by the chance to play alongside former professional athletes who were known as, quote, face cards. The so-called face cards included the defendant Chauncey Billups, who at the time of the scheme was a former NBA player and is currently the head coach of the Portland Trailblazers.
So there it is.
Murder.
That's Cash Patel right there that was talking.
No, that was
that was the New York prosecutor.
Oh, is that who that was?
Yeah,
okay,
no.
I couldn't keep them all straight. But
that's not
Cobzilla, the puns are intense.
Shout out Fish.
Yeah.
Those were
so corny.
It's true though.
Your luck ran out.
That's what they
Made
call
for New
fish.
York newspaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was definitely cutting. Like D-Mac said, he was cutting a promo.
That was but that was cheesy, 80s promo.
Well, you told them they need to go to the.
Come to Grind Time Wrestling Academy.
We'll teach you how to cut a
Teach
promo.
you how to cut a real promo.
There you go.
Yeah, I would have liked to see that. Pete Smith, Gary Payton's taking notes. That's how you stop Chauncey Billups. I'll say this.
Cash Patel on lockdown.
Right.
People have been on their game today.
No,
in
great.
In chat threads, on social media. It's been pretty funny. It's just.
Hey, you know what the most interesting fact to me? Okay, the 3 of the 5
crime
families that we've all known about since 70s, 80s. They're still running. They're still operating.
That's odd.
Right.
I was told it was over.
Yeah.
Didn't we bust them like 30 years ago or whatever?
Who
it
told
was?
you that?
That's really weird. Was I lied to?
Yeah, you were lied to for sure.
Okay. Yeah, it seems that way. Thomas Perry. Oh, hell, I might be a big D energy fish. You might be, Thomas.
You might be?
Yeah, you might be.
D-Mac's the face card for sure.
No, D-Mac is a face card. Most definitely.
D-Mac is he is the face card of Woodward Sports.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Like
Him and
100%.
Braylon, yeah.
You know? Yeah, absolutely you are. But no, I don't. DNC ENT. Damon Jones tried to profit off inside information about LeBron's ankle injury in 2023 before it became public per FBI documents. There's the Lakers insider. What's the Blazers connection? Well, the stuff will come out. All I'm saying, though, as of right now, DNC ENT is, as it sits now, the Chauncey Billups thing is a poker thing that is separate from sports betting. What I don't get about this, though, D-Mac, here's what I don't get. If you look at the people involved, like Terry Rozier, on a basically $100 million contract, $96 million or something like that. I get the why. I get the why. And this is where D-Mac, they've talked about this with Michael Jordan for a long time. They've talked about this in general with athletes and the betting thing. They're like, how can you do it? It is about you guys have a wire with your competitiveness.
It's an intensity and an adrenaline and a different thing like that at a different level. I mean, I went through the gambling thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I've blown over $1 million and stuff like that, Vegas and stuff, casino gambling and different things like that. You know, I don't sports bet anymore. Like I always say, I got all the T-shirts, so I've been through them or whatever.
Yeah.
But I understand that, and it's an adrenaline thing at the highest level. You know, it's like push, and it's the same thing. It's like, you know, more money, more opportunities, more problems, right? And stuff like. Also, I was interested. Didn't he say there was like 3 faces?
He did. He said there's multiple.
And we've only heard about one.
The brother.
So far, right?
Yeah, so far. So,
but I mean,
I bet Randy Johnson was in there somewhere.
They ain't gonna plaster his face on the TV.
why?
I think we know.
I just wanted you to tell me why.
Right. I ain't gonna say too much, you know. Black Vans might be
Because he's
outside.
a lefty. Because he's a lefty.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Because he's a
lefty,
lefty.
yeah.
Clearly.
yeah, absolutely.
We should do a draft of who we think the other 2 face cards are.
Ooh, that'd be good.
Woodward Sports chat thread.
I got David Beckham and Randy Johnson.
Ooh, long shots.
Yeah.
Mike G, never trust the Indian dude on the phone saying you owe him $8,000 of back taxes. I'm just saying.
Good
Yes,
for
that.
him.
Be careful when you walk in a poker room, and be careful when someone's on the phone saying that you owe back taxes.
Yep.
Those are the 2 things.
And remember,
that's
we don't
pretty
have
advice.
tolls in Michigan.
Yeah, no tolls in Michigan.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Those stopped.
Right.
Yeah.
Those stopped. They were hammered for like 2 months.
Haven't got him in a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
I only see. You know what's odd about the toll thing? I always seem to get them like when I just traveled somewhere where there was toll.
Yeah.
Like Pennsylvania,
You were
Florida,
in Chicago or something.
It's really weird, man. Fletch lives daily. I'm so disappointed in our guy Chauncey.
Wait. Whoa.
What?
Some breaking news here. Allegedly, Jonathan Smith, the coach of the Michigan State Spartans football team, was one of the face cards, but nobody showed up because nobody wanted to get in the room with that guy. So
The mob went 0-11.
Yeah,
Right. McCarty, and then he was the face.
allegedly.